Guess tired is just who I am now.
The rain hadn't stopped for hours. It drummed softly against the glass windows of the little roadside diner on the outskirts of Ohio, the kind of place where stories rarely changed and faces grew older under the same flickering neon lights. Inside, Emily Carter moved from table to table, her footsteps slow and heavy. Her pink waitress uniform was wrinkled, and her tired eyes carried the weight of too many double shifts. At 32, she had learned to live on exhaustion and caffeine. The tips barely covered rent, but it was something. It had to be. She glanced at the clock above the counter. 11:47 p.m., almost closing time. Only one customer remained. Mr. Thompson, the quiet older man who always sat by the window, drinking his black coffee like it was keeping him alive. Emily brought over the pot to refill his cup. The warm steam rose between them. "You look tired tonight, Emily," he said gently, eyes soft behind his glasses. She forced a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. "Guess tired is just who I am now." Mr. Thompson took a slow sip of coffee, studying her face. "You weren't always this way," he said. "I remember you talking about nursing school once. You said you wanted to help people." Emily's hands froze midair, the coffee pot trembling slightly. "Dreams don't pay the rent," she whispered. He nodded slowly. "Maybe not, but giving up doesn't either." She looked away, unsure how to respond. Mr. Thompson placed a few bills and a folded note on the counter, gave her a small, knowing nod, and stepped out into the rain. The doorbell chimed softly behind him, leaving Emily alone with the hum of the jukebox. When she finally turned back to clean up, she noticed the note had unfolded slightly. Curiosity tugged at her. She wiped her hands on her apron, picked it up, and read the shaky handwriting. "My wife was a nurse. She saved my life before she ever wore the uniform. Don't let the world take that light from you, Emily. Some of us are still rooting for you." Her breath caught in her throat. She stood there for a long time, staring at those words as the rain whispered against the windows. For months, she had been moving like a shadow, working, surviving, existing. But now, something stirred. A spark she thought had burned out flickered faintly inside her chest. The next morning, Emily sat in her old car outside the diner. The sky was a pale grey, the kind that hinted at a new beginning if you looked closely enough. On the passenger seat sat her nursing school application, crumpled, half-filled, nearly forgotten. Her daughter's voice echoed in her memory. "Mum, when I grow up, I want to help people too. Just like you wanted to." Emily smiled weakly. Then she picked up a pen, her hands still trembling, and signed her name at the bottom of the form. "I'm not done yet," she whispered. 3 months passed. The diner hadn't changed much. Same flickering lights, same old jukebox. But Emily had. Beneath her pink apron, she now wore light blue scrubs. She was taking evening classes at the community college, studying nursing after her shifts. She still worked long nights, still felt tired. But now there was a quiet joy in her exhaustion. Each day had meaning again. That Friday night, as she refilled a coffee cup, she looked up and froze. Mr. Thompson was back, sitting in his usual booth by the window. His familiar warm smile met hers. "I hear you're studying nursing," he said. Emily laughed softly. "Guess I finally decided dreams don't pay the rent. But they sure make life worth living," he chuckled, eyes glimmering. "That's the Emily I remember." The diner lights reflected off the window behind them, and for the first time in a long while, Emily felt at peace. Outside, the rain began to fall again. But this time, it sounded different. Softer, kinder. Like the world was applauding her for not giving up. No matter how lost you feel, it's never too late to start believing in yourself again. If this story moved you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs a little hope today. And if you believe in stories that heal, inspire, and remind us we're never alone, follow I Spy Stories for more.